Welcome to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. I'm Kari, Hawker-Diaz.
And I'm Brooke, Mangum, and we are so excited today because we actually have like a real life friend right here in the studio today.
Should we tell her story really quick? Because Kim Kieno is like a queen in this town and pretty much everywhere else.
I know. So I've got to get something off my chest here, Kim, because I got to give you your flowers. We're going to be diving into like all the things that you do at Park City Fashion Week, at Sundance. Like we're going to talk about what that actually is and like all of the things that happened to make that event. But last Sundance, the day before this massive event, I'm saying thousands of people, tickets are sold.
Like name a busier time in Park City.
Yes, and designers are a part of this. She gets a phone call and the venue that she is supposed to be showing at the night before, friends, is getting closed by the fire marshal.
In the night.
What do you do, hotshot, right? It's like you've got all of these people relying on you, all these designers, and a lot of these designers are up and comers. Some of them are established. They've got huge schedules that they have to go and do. Yeah. And you're now sitting here with this, do I cancel the show? What do I do? I remember I talked to you the morning of because I was like, what's going on? And she says, well, I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. And within 48 hours, this woman moved heaven and earth during the most busy time in Park City, found a new venue, and then made everybody coordinated to get these designers, to get the tickets done, to get the lights moved over. Like, you have to imagine what goes into a show. It's like moving a small city within hours.
Yeah.
And then add fashion, and so you got personalities, you have all these different schedules.
And tickets sold.
Tickets. Yeah. So I just got to say, like, standing ovation. And the show was awesome. It was flawless.
It was.
But like to go through all of that is just wild from a logistical standpoint. Yeah, like, are you still a little shell-shocked? I feel like I'm giving her PTSD.
What were you thinking?
It was a wild ride.
What was running through your head when you got that phone call?
I mean, honestly, I kept having faith that wasn't going to be the case because I had been reassured that it would be okay.
That's called the denial part.
And so I just kept
the process.
I had faith in, the people at the venue who were giving me signs that it would be okay. And so thankfully the fire marshal was giving me the heads up in the night. I guess for my personality, I just don't accept like defeat.
Okay.
And so I was like,
and
right
that's
there.
why you are who you are.
Exactly.
I just couldn't accept it. And I knew, literally I got the message around midnight and teams were having call times at 7 a.m.
Oh my
so
gosh.
It was just like, okay, mobilize. And genuinely, I drove to the fire department in Park City. I drove there in the night because I know that they're all night.
They're awake.
And I was like, somebody better talk to me about this. Like, we got to iron this out.
Let's communicate.
So as soon as I found out that for sure they would not make an exception on my behalf, because I'm not the venue owner.
Right.
As soon as I figured that out, I actually went up because the other businesses during Sundance are open until 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I went up and I was going through any space that could potentially work.
Like door to door.
Yeah. I had some connection. I was able
She's
to.
done this before.
Yeah, this isn't her first
I was
rodeo.
able to pop into some places, but in the end, just no place could house us all. And so I had to put a pin in that. And then immediately, as soon as business hours started, even though it was a Sunday, which was another challenge, right?
Yeah.
It was okay, I got to dial in all the people that I know, anyone I can find. And then, we thankfully were able to nail down someplace by Monday, announce it. And then a day and a half later, we had the whole switch over. So it was...
You're wild. I'm saying, it's like moving a city, people. Because you're also, think about when you go to a show, you see the lights, you see everything in front of you, but there's a whole back end, right?
Yeah.
There's people getting ready, there's makeup, there's this.
Choreography.
So choreography, lighting, the actual stage.
And kudos to my team. Our hair and makeup, everybody on that team, they pivoted. A lot of them couldn't make it anymore because it turned from a weekend into a weekday.
And they were flying home or they were already out of town.
And some of the designers were from out of town and they graciously extended. It was really intense.
How much time do you usually have to rehearse for something like this? And then how much time did you have once you found the new venue?
Rehearsals, as far as runway, the walk and the models and knowing the venue, for me, it's so much easier because I have a plan, for the pattern of the walk, right? When it was at the previous venue, it had a very specific pattern that I decided on.
Yeah.
I like my runways to kind of infiltrate the crowd. And so when I got there that day, I had never laid eyes on the venue except for that that day, like the day, like that morning. I had never even seen it.
So crazy to
Like
me.
I had to send one of our team guys up there, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we can do it. We can put the lights here. We can do like."
He probably was FaceTiming you, right? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, but there was like bad signal, so I couldn't even see anything.
There was not great service up there.
I remember that.
Yeah, I kind of couldn't see anything, but I just I trusted him, and I was like, okay, we're going, we're doing it. Because I would
said something, and I want people to hear it again. I was unwilling to accept defeat. I think that is so
You can apply that to a lot in your life.
Like, I think that is like the coolest takeaway from that. I want to know, we've kind of talked about what happened, but there are some people out there probably going, okay, what are we talking about? So let's talk about the event itself, how it came to be, what inspired this, and kind of how you infiltrated basically Sundance. Like, it is the only fashion show at Sundance.
Park City Fashion Week.
It is. This is kind of, I don't even know if I should.
No, we're leaving. This is the best.
I think we should.
This is the good stuff. Everybody turn
they're listening.
Turn up your right now. Turn it up.
So Brooke and I have worked kind of in realms in the past, like with our fashion industry things and stuff like that. So
she was a successful fashion model, and I was not.
No, wrong. Brooke was, Brooke was so fabulous. I had always been involved in Sundance in other ways, and then I was also co-producing fashion shows. Not at Sundance, right? So I was working on production here in Salt Lake kind of since like 2015, 2016. And then I had always loved Sundance. Like I love being there. I love it. And it was one of the years I was up there and somebody stopped me on the street to talk about what I was wearing. And I was like, in my brain, I'm like, this is the only option. I'm going to do a show here because everybody's interested. We're doing this. In the very beginning, I got so much pushback. Like, I can't even tell you.
Really? I'm surprised because I think like fashion, Sundance, film.
It's part of Sundance.
Film and fashion go like hand in hand to me.
They do, and that was my inspiration, and that's why I wanted to do it. That and other reasons, just because I know that we have an amazing amount of talent here in Utah too.
Absolutely.
And designers who actually show in New York Fashion Week, who have gone and shown in Paris. Like, we have designers here that people are maybe somewhat unaware of, and we also have had several that have done like Project Runway, and it's just kind of a more thriving business here than people actually knew.
We're low-key nailing it.
Yeah, literally so amazing, like actually so amazing. And obviously the whole Utah spotlight has just skyrocketed. But yeah, I wanted to do it, and the competition for venues during Sundance is actually vicious.
It's what's crazy
cutthroat.
to me. That
They will like sell you out underneath you. Like, I mean, you're competing with major brands.
Yeah, sure. You're competing against Paramount.
Yeah.
A lot of money. There's a lot of money in
It's
Sundance.
a lot of stuff going on. So my first year, I was prepping for it in 2019. The first one ended up being in 2020. Thankfully, it was like right before the pandemic. Like, we all were up at Sundance that year, 2020.
Oh, right. January. So it would have been,
Yeah, and then everything shut down in March after. So that was interesting, but I was searching for a venue that I felt was big enough that I wanted. I really wanted Park City Live is what it was at the time. Now it's the Marquee. It's kind of the main.
It's the hub. It always has been, right?
Right.
Or was it Harrio's years ago? If
I
you're
know,
old
I
like
was,
me.
I was literally going to say that, Kari, and I was like, if you know, then you know.
There it is.
But like, before I even could get that, I was kind of weaving in and out some of art galleries and just kind of networking, trying to see if I could make this happen. And I genuinely had somebody be like, this will never work. There's no way you're doing this. It's just like, unless you have $100,000 per every other hour, like just insane. And I was just like,
once again, she doesn't accept
noted.
defeat.
I do not accept defeat. That's the
noted.
theme of this.
Okay, cool. And then I sent that guy an invite that year.
You're like, hey, come up.
Yep.
Come hang out. How do you, okay, I have a question. How do you, once you find a venue, and you've been doing this for years now, how do you choose the designers each year? And do you mix it up?
I do mix it up. I have in the past, so when I first started it, I just wanted it to be only couture, custom, exclusive. I didn't want any retail. That was my rule. And
well, you're a purist.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was like, I really want this. And then I realized that I really was missing out on a lot of the Park City businesses. And there's so many beautiful boutiques that carry custom items and couture items. And I just really wanted it to be very elevated. So let me see, a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, we've started involving some of the boutiques, which was a major blessing. It was so cool to have like just more people involved, like more Park City business and just it like the community
took, like, the street
rally.
fashion that you see on Main Street, and then you're able to really see it in the runway in like an elevated way, right? And it's like there's people that are wanting to take that little, you know, Utah Park City style, and now they can actually like take it off the runway, which is so cool.
It was, I think it was really fun. It was a really great move, and the businesses that showed, they were super happy, and they got flooded after the show, like people coming buying their stuff. And one of the business owners, Kristen up at the Collective, she actually is a fashion designer. She has shown in New York.
That's right.
And she had shown for me like years prior, and then we reconnected. And so her collection was cool because it was like peppered with her own design plus her boutique, and it was just fun.
There may be a lot of people think like, okay, I don't necessarily picture Utah with like high fashion and in the fashion world. How do you think that perception has changed? And I think you've helped that.
I think that, you know, just trying to maintain a certain level of quality, right? And like for me, that means a specific thing. And there's lots of other shows around that do their individual thing, and everybody's got their own take. My take was always centered on high fashion. It was always centered on like real professionalism, like really dialed in. And that's what I wanted my show to convey. And I feel like through the amazing people that I ended up having involved with me and my kind of stickler attitude, and like all of the models have been just so stunning and gorgeous. I just have had like a really like specific vision that I was chasing kind of, or like really focused on. And I mean, I don't know necessarily, I can't speak for everyone else's perception, but for me, I was happy with it. I was proud. Like I was really proud of our models, really proud of like.
You should be, Kim. Like it is like high-end perfection.
Yes, perfection is like the way to go with it. Like, and okay, so I've got a question for you. And I actually love that this is a podcast because people can't see you right now, so they can only hear you, and they know that like you can just hear in her voice. She's a no nonsense type of person, right? She gets things done. But before that, you were a model, right? And we've all been a model at one point in this room. And I'm sure that you dealt with, just because of the way you look, people not taking you seriously.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
So I want to talk a little bit about like how you overcame that and how you showed up the way that you did, making this huge production. She is the boss, guys. Like when people are asking who's in charge here, it's her, right? And I want to, how did you overcome that and get people to take you seriously in a stage like Sundance?
Man, you know, it's one of those weird things where you don't really know how people are perceiving you. So you're a little bit blind to it. And I was kind of an ugly duckling late bloomer. And so I feel like my spirit is ugly duckling. I was a tomboy. I was youngest of 6. Like I was wearing my brother's hand-me-down, you know? So I feel like in that sense, maybe like luckily I was like kind of unaware of it. Or like if I did encounter it, I was just like, wow, what a weirdo. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, things just kind of bounce off me, I think, because I just don't accept stuff that I don't like, if that makes sense.
And then being a woman, too, I'm sure you dealt with that, too, especially like in production. Like, production is like a male-dominated field, especially like lights, things like that, like video production, stage production. It's like, it's a boys' world. Yeah. How did you become the queen of queens?
Oh, you're so nice. I don't know. I feel like when I need to get something done, I am direct, but I'm nice, right? Like I never turn mean.
Got to work on that, Kari.
Yeah, or I try not to turn mean. Maybe my models will say differently. But
this is a good podcast for us right now too.
I try to do that. We like before the production starts, like I get everybody together. All the models, all the hair and makeup, and I have everyone get together and I'm like, hey, everybody, listen, your energy is palpable. Whatever you're like giving off, we're all going to feel it. Totally. So we're not going to have chaos backstage. We are all going to strategically move through this space in a very quiet and calm, peaceful, happy, loving way. And we are all going to have the best time. Like I literally...
Can you come talk to my kids?
Yes, like I literally give pep talks like that.
Book you to come to our homes.
It really does like set the stage. And I say like, hey, nobody's yelling. So I try to like establish this zen. So that everybody's like happy, good, peaceful, no snappy attitude. This part of working like in modeling, you know, like you come across a lot of attitudes, right?
Diva
like
behavior.
Yes.
For sure.
Diva behavior. And for me, I'm like, there are so many beautiful faces, right? If somebody's not right for the job, there's another beautiful face right behind or right all over the place, especially in Utah. There's so many beautiful people. And so for me, I'm like, if somebody has a stinky attitude, I don't work with them. Yeah. I'm done.
On to the next.
I'm like, thank you so much.
It's so really about professionalism at the same time. Like, you know, you have to have the look, of course, but like you got to be able to put your game face on and handle your business.
Yeah. Like if there's somebody that's like I don't know, I will always go for the sweethearts. Like, so I feel like that has been a huge part of our like happy community success feel and like the success of the whole show. And it just brings like the right people together because up front, like that's what I want. I just can't handle bad vibes.
No. That's understandable. What about what do you think is another lesson that you've learned? I'm sure there's been many, clearly, because you had I mean, all of that happened on this last year and you had to like switch real quick, but like a lesson over how many years have you been doing it? 5 years?
The one in Park City. So Park City Fashion Week has been, I mean, this year was it would have been the 6th year because we started in 2020, but because of COVID, it shut down there for a minute. I think it's funny because like when people have little kids, right, they try and help their little kid do something to build confidence. I feel like we can do that with ourselves. Like the more things you push through, the more you know you can handle. And it's sometimes super uncomfortable and like terrifying, but I don't know.
That's how you grow.
Don't accept defeat. That's my
I will not.
Okay. So speaking of which, we all know that Sundance is leaving. Cat's out of the bag. So what are you looking to the future for? What's next?
You know, people might not really like believe me when I say this, but I feel like I'm actually like a type B who can masquerade as a type A.
Okay.
So I have a lot of free spiritness to me, and I have a lot of like trust in the organic process, like of the people that I come, and I've always been this way. This is how I actually got connected to the people who were in charge of that venue way back. I like wandered in there because I was up there doing a modeling job, and I was just like, I literally walked into Stevie Nicks doing her sound check.
Okay. I don't think I'd make it.
I literally just walked
I'm on a stretcher.
It was Stevie Nicks. It was like a conglomerate show. It was like Stevie Nicks, Dave Grohl, and the guy that sings Jesse's Girl.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing sound check, and I just wandered in because I wanted to just like see I don't know what I was doing. I was working promo up there, and I just walked in, and it was in the afternoon. The people that were in charge of the club were like, "Hey, are you with the band?" And I also don't like to be a liar at all, so I was just like looked them dead in the face. No, they didn't kick me out, so I just like hung out, and then I started hanging.
That's epic.
Yeah. I just like started chatting with them, and they were nice, and I was nice, and then I knew people like
There's
I don't know,
connection right there.
So in that sense, I still, because of the trauma of this year, I am organically letting this unfold. I do have some really exciting connections, and there are things that will be kind of taking place to sort of fill that gap here. And we will do shows here in Park City, continue to do that. And now we have such a good support with the businesses that we'll be doing a few
like pop-up fashion shows kind of with them? Or?
Kind of, but just like private events for
like
certain businesses that want to feature, and I'll put that stuff out there. And we'll still be doing probably more in the sense of like multiple day shows now, because that was always my limit with Sundance. Man, are you lucky to get the venue once for a few years. So now that is a little bit loosened up, it's actually kind of a little bit freeing. So we'll still be doing that. And all I can say is like, pay attention to the social media. You guys, I mean, I always come to you too, and you've been so amazing to help me
you've been
promote.
on the show multiple times too.
You guys are amazing to help me promote. So I'll put it out there and announce it, but I love, one of my favorite things is working on things in silence.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
People. I just love it. I just love popping out with stuff. So we have fun things coming. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay. Yeah, we are doing more. We're going to keep going, and I think there's a huge, I'm just excited to keep it going. This year was so cool because it really had gained traction, and we were having people from around the country, professional athletes, TV stars, a bunch of people.
People flew in for this. Yeah. I talked to several people that flew in for the event.
Yeah. We had their agents reaching out, asking for seats. I mean, this year, I had that moment of pride before it shattered.
For the bottom.
I felt amazed because we were playing little strategies on like where to put people exactly because we had not a single place left in the entire building.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I've known you for years.
Yeah, come on, you're our friend.
Yeah,
you're our friend.
So I know there's going to be more of that, and I just feel really happy and proud that we've been able to connect with the right people, and I just think it'll keep going and growing.
I know it will because that's what you do. I have a question for you. You're a model. You book models constantly. Yes. What advice do you have to give someone who wants to build something in this industry and maybe they've had like a couple photo shoots they've done with some friends or
like to break through modeling? Yeah. I think for modeling, I'll start with parents. I have parents that approach me sometimes that like want their children to be involved, or like I'll have like teenagers ask, or the age gamut runs. I was involved in modeling since I was about 14 because I was 5'10" at 14. Yeah. So it's like, here, throw her in.
Are you good at basketball?
Yeah.
No. Okay, then let's have you go.
Yes. Oh, you're skinny. So you're tall, gangly kid.
Tall and gangly. Yeah. Here you go.
But when people first ask me that, I would ask this question even to an adult who's interested. Are you confident in who you are without this? Are you chasing this as an identity for you
to feel better?
Or do you have an identity and you're interested in it? Because and that's the same for kids. Like I discourage parents putting their child in just because they have a beautiful child. I'm like, give them the ballet, piano, swim, archery, everything.
Let's
so that
build
they can,
that confidence first.
Yes. Well, and it's such a rough industry.
It just is. Yeah. And so like having the knowledge that like I tell the models that come to my castings, actually, like every time I bring them all into a group. So the castings are kind of huge. There's tons. And I bring them into the room like 15 at a time, over and over and over. And then I talk to them and then they get to audition and walk for me and my team, just like with a smaller group. So they're not in front of like 100 bunch of people.
That's kind of you because you've been in that situation
before.
And
I try to just be like, hey, like, I just want you to know I'm so proud of you for showing up. I'm amazed at you for putting yourself out there. This is so cool. And if it's not this show, it'll be another one. And I literally tell them, like, don't ever feel bad if you don't make a casting, because my designers and every designer everywhere has a super specific idea of exactly what they're looking for. And just because you might not be exactly what that designer is looking for doesn't mean that you're not what another one is looking. So that's why I just really like to pep talk the self-worth before they even start.
Yeah, because that's really good.
Not an industry standard, by the way, people. Yeah. That is not. It's usually just like, thank you. I remember like going into castings and they like, I'd hand in my book and they're like, I don't need it.
Right.
And you're like, okay, well,
they're like,
I guess I'll leave.
Rough. It's rough out there.
It can be sad. So that's my first advice is like, definitely like gain confidence and like be at peace and happy. Like try and be as good as you can with yourself first. I literally will tell them like, maybe one designer wants like a Swedish milkmaid. You never know what they want. And so just first and foremost, like be confident and just know that like you'll find your way into what you need. But other than that, I think people should get good advice from a variety of agencies. They should look into a variety of agencies before they make any choices. Utah has kind of been a little bit difficult with agencies. Like there's some, but one of my good friends started in his own agency. It's Taylor, and he started Strike. Mm-hmm. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Taylor and Allie. And I have great history with both of them, and they're very mentoring, but they're also very boutique, and they know exactly what they're looking for too, but they will advise. So it's like they're beautiful humans, wonderful. Like if anyone's wondering about the industry, they could talk to them. They could.
That's a great advice.
Shop around.
Everybody knows. There's like for a while there was always the ones who were like, here, give us thousands of dollars, and we'll make you. If it sounds too good to be true, it's
too good to be true.
So we've got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I want to have some fun.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for a little fun.
Okay.
What fashion trend out there do you think is overdue for a comeback?
Yes.
Let's do a little hot seat.
Yeah,
Kim
what's
in the
overdue
fashion
to
chair.
come back?
What needs to
Overdue
come back?
for a comeback?
Like, because I grew up in the Birkenstock and like Gervaux era, right? And
I love it.
And
I'm
like
in a
then you
Birkenstock.
saw it come back for a minute.
Yeah. Man, you guys,
I know we're putting you in the hot seat.
I just think like because of TikTok and our online access, trends can literally flash in like an afternoon. They just come and
wild.
and there's so much acceptance around self-expression connected to fashion now, like more than ever. So I mean, I'm a huge fan of the 80s, 90s. I love 90s minimalism.
Same.
People, it's just classic. It kind of never really goes away, but I feel like that's already back. So
I bought an Esprit sweatshirt.
Me too.
at
I went to
Costco.
Costco.
Yes.
I specifically went for it. I was like,
which one did you get? The white, the green, or the blue? I got the white one too.
Oh, you guys have to wear it together.
Yes,
No,
yes.
it's like I was so pumped about like getting my Esprit sweatshirt, and I'm like, Nick, you're going to Costco. I need you to find
That's
this.
so funny.
all these things. Like my partner Jake, he wears tracksuits a lot. Like
Yeah.
But he's been doing it now for probably like 6 years, and now
Started the
I'm
trend.
like,
That's his
seeing
thing.
him work coming, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But I love what you said about, and I think it's so right that like, this means the first time I'll ever say this. I think something good has come from TikTok right
Yeah.
down. Is the freedom of expression,
Totally.
right? I think
True.
it's like if you like something and you want to wear it, you can wear it and nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, I like it.
It's
And
not-
the
yeah.
confidence that you rock
You wear it with
like,
confidence.
Because
Yeah.
I see things and it's like Kari and I are the old ladies. We're always like, what are these kids
What are
wearing
they
these
doing?
days? And
What are
it's
these
like,
kids?
well, I guess that's what they're wearing now. Like,
yeah. I also work at the college, and so I have so much exposure to like all the young students and stuff, and they're just so cool. Like they're so individual, so many cool styles coming out. Like
What are you seeing like with the young kids right now?
young
I mean,
kids.
there's so much
Not
variety.
me.
There's literally so much variety. Like there was one student that showed her collection, and she was kind of into like the Lolita. I'm bad at describing this stuff because I don't know the little words, but it's like puffy, cutesy dresses with ruffles everywhere, lots of pink, like really big eye makeup, like with ribbon. Like you might see it in like Tokyo.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of people that they love that, or then you get the people who love dressing in different versions of all black, which is really cool, and I think high fashion. I love that look.
I love all black. I feel like half
Yeah.
my closet is black
It's
clothes.
because I spill on myself.
Yeah, but there's literally there's like people like 70s revival. There's like, we even have people that are really into like the 30s and the 40s
Yeah.
and like
cool.
the
finger waves,
Newsies
or, like,
era. Yeah,
yeah.
just so much stuff. Yeah.
anything even needs to go. Like, is there a trend that's like in right now that you're like, all right, I just can't.
I wish that I was more like, people ask me this, and I love freedom of expression so much
Yeah.
that I'm like, anything people want, if they feel like it's them,
As long as you're happy, right?
I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I literally love it. I will say, okay, here's one thing that I will say.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
We-
here it is. Yeah, here's the tea.
Some of the hats, I call them like the blogger hats.
Uh-huh.
Just it's kind of a mix of a Western kind of, but it's not the Western hat. I love Western hats.
I know exactly what you're talking
It's just
about.
like
too.
flat
Yeah.
brimmed, like kind of on the
Yep.
crown of the head.
Yeah,
That I'm
Yep.
kind of done. I'm a little
Well,
bit
see,
done
and
with
you're a
those.
much better person than I am, where you're like, I love freedom of expression. The things that I hate are the ones I don't look good in. Yes, I'm like, it's got to go.
You're
I
like,
can't
get rid of this.
barrel jeans. It's
Yeah.
a no
Oh,
for me.
the barrel
I've tried
jeans.
those. It's not for me.
They kind of came and went. I feel like
Yeah.
that was like, I
And
feel
that's
like that
probably
was,
for the best.
yeah,
What's for us?
yeah. I feel like that was a flare up of social media
Yeah.
exposure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you want to say, or
This is the time, Kim.
time.
This is it.
I'm trying to pop in on these things. Dream designers or brands that I would love to feature. Sometimes I like have a balance between, do I say it out loud or do I keep it to myself?
Yeah.
Post Malone, if you're listening.
Posty.
We were in contact this year. We almost
remember
had him.
that.
We almost
Yeah.
had him. So if anything
It's gonna happen.
coalesces in that direction, we love you. We think you're amazing. Your collection was awesome. There's also like people who have done like Christian Siriano. He's
Oh, yeah.
He's
you know,
fantastic.
yeah, there's I'm happy to have anyone amazing and lovely. So,
The world is your oyster,
That's
Kim.
right.
And we know you don't give up. Like,
Well,
you clearly,
if you
know,
can make
so-
it through last year's show,
Yeah.
I truly believe you can make it through anything.
thank
True.
you. That's
You're
so kind of you
battle-tested.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and the advice that you gave him, we can use that even if you're not in the fashion industry or modeling industry. We can use that in all areas of your life. Just don't give up. Don't
Yep.
accept defeat. You know.
Just go. Just like if you really want to do it, just don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. It's what you gotta,
Chills.
Yeah,
I got the
love
chill
that.
bump.
Love
That is
that.
so good. Okay, where can we follow along? Because we want to, be on. We're on the edges of our seat to know like what's
Okay.
going on in the future shows.
So my Instagram, and I promise I'll get better. I'm gonna get an intern. I've been a little bit notorious for kind of going dark for like 6 months, especially this year. I especially did that. But anything that is needing to be known will be there. And then we also have our website. Like this year, I was really encouraging people to specifically go through my website for tickets because we had some other
You
weird
got
situations.
imposters that are like trying to rip her off.
Yeah,
That's
we had
wild.
some weird situations, but so yeah, just parkcityfashionweek.com, and then Instagram is is the most reliable source.
Park City Fashion Week.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
we
website
can't
and Instagram.
wait to see what you do next.
I can't wait.
Post Malone, I know you're listening right now.
We'll
know
see you
he's
at the
out
next
there.
show,
Give him a
Posty.
call.
We'll
Yep.
see you. Thanks, Kim. It's been so fun sitting down with you. We love
girls.
you.
Love you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. Please rate, review, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Congrats, you made it to the end. If you want to continue to freshen up your day, you can watch us on Fresh Living every weekday on CBS Channel 2 in Utah at 1 o'clock. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel, KUTV Fresh Living, and follow us on social media. We will see you next week.